Hi, my name's Piers. Welcome to History of Digimon.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digivolve into champions. Digivolve into ultimate. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon.
That's home, planet Earth. But I'm not sure that's where I am right now.
I'm going to be talking about episode 1 of the series. In the first episode, there's a lot of weird climate problems on our planet, such as rainforest drying out, which technically is not all that weird nowadays. Other places getting totally flooded with oceans, which are like brown, like chocolate sauce, which is kind of gross if you ask me. And
Let me back up a little. It all began when the climate went completely out of control. The rainforest dried out, and other places got totally flooded with oceans like chocolate sauce. And get this, cities which were normally blazing hot in the summer got super cold. At the time, I didn't know any of this was going on because I was at camp.
the one who's narrating at the start, he's saying that, well, it's Ty's character. Anyway, he's explaining that unlike the other kids at camp where they're just goofing off and hanging out, he's going over his multiplication tables in his head while enjoying the summer sun.
All of the other campers were, goofing off and hanging out. Me, I was enjoying the summer sun while going over my multiplication tables.
And then all of a sudden, this huge blizzard pops out of nowhere, and then in his narration, before he actually starts talking in the episode, he is explaining, he makes a little joke.
Needless to say, the canoe races were canceled. So let's have toboggan races instead.
All the characters that I mentioned in my previous videos, they're playing around in the snow, except for the one that is known as Izzy.
Still not working. Bummer. This storm's making a mess of my infrared internet connection.
Then all of a sudden, this thing that looks like the Northern Lights, or in scientific terms, Aurora Borealis, shows up in the sky, which Izzy thinks is scientifically impossible because you see that in the Alaskan area and they're way too far south.
Whoa! It's beautiful, magical even.
Yeah.
Yeah? What is it?
Maybe an aurora?
You mean Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights? That's impossible. You see that in Alaska. We're way too far south.
Then all of a sudden, this green like wormhole thing comes out of nowhere, and the Digivices, they slam right into the snow, and after that, the kids all pick them up. They're wondering what they are.
What are these?
And then this huge like tidal wave comes out of nowhere and sucks them right into the Digi world. And then while Ty's character is unconscious, a voice is talking to him.
Ty! Yoo-hoo! Ty!
And then after that, when he sees the creature that's been talking to him while he was unconscious, he freaks out.
Yeah, I'm okay. That is the last time I eat camp food.
And then his partner Kuwagamon is like telling him he shouldn't be afraid of him because he's his friend, and that he's been waiting for Tai a long time.
Hey, you don't need to be afraid of me. I'm your friend, I'm your friend.
Just what are you? Have you had your rabies shots?
Everything's gonna be all right now, Ty. I've been waiting for you.
Waiting for me?
My name's Kuwagamon, and we're partners.
After that, Izzy and his Digimon partner Motimon show up, and then Izzy's explaining that he thinks the miniature remote digital gadgets, well, they don't know that they're called Digivices at the time, because they don't know what they're called at the time. He thinks they've taken on an actual, like, life form.
I believe those miniature remote digital gadgets have taken on an actual life form.
And after that, Tai climbs up into a tree, uses his mini telescope, which is like a miniature version of the telescope that he has. After that, he sees the ocean and he's confused because the campsite they were at was nowhere near the ocean, and he sure didn't recognize those mountains from before. And then after that, when Kuwagamon's in the tree with him, Kuwagamon shows up.
He's an insectoid Digimon, vicious and ruthless, with teeth like knives and scissor hands that can chop through anything.
And after that, Kuwagamon gets knocked down by Kuwagamon after blowing bubbles at him. Then once Kuwagamon comes back around, Izzy, Tai, Kuwagamon, and Motimon start running. Like, they start running and running, and then they come across, Motimon tells them to hide in a tree. They're confused by it, and then when they're inside the tree, Izzy's wondering what kind of tree it is, and Motimon's explaining that it's a hiding tree.
What kind of tree is this?
It's a hiding tree, silly.
Which is kind of a weird kind of tree in the Disney world, if you ask me. Anyway, what happens after that is they're keeping quiet because they don't want Kuwagamon to know where they are. And once he's gone, Sora's voice shows up, and then her Digimon partner is introduced, which is Yokomon, which is basically a plant-like radish creature with a red kind of stem in the middle.
All clear. No need to hide anymore.
Sora!
You can come out now.
Oh, we were just planning the trap we were gonna set for that big bug. Huh?
I am enchanted to meet you, friends of Sora.
After that, then Izzy's explaining that it must be another one of them like the others, and whatever they are. Then Tokamon shows up, which is TK's partner.
Uh-oh.
They're popping up everywhere.
Hello, I am Tokomon. Hey, TK, over here. Coming! Tokomon, there you are.
TK! Hey, Matt! You too?
Yeah, I'm here too.
No, I meant that under your arm.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, well...
Hello, you appear pleasant. Tsunoman is my name, and I am quite pleased to meet you.
Together, like they're happy to see each other. Joe comes running in like he's freaking out because this creature's chasing him, and he's like, help me, this thing, it won't leave me alone.
Joe?
Help me! This thing, it won't leave me alone!
Hey, who are you calling a thing?
I'm no stuffed animal. The name is Kuwagamon.
And then Joe freaks out like he's and then after that he notices that the other kids have their own kinds of creatures, and then they're explaining that they're Digimon, which is a short way of saying digital monster. And after that, the other kids are introducing themselves, and after that, they find out that one of them is still missing, and
Hey, what happened to that girl with the funny pink hat?
Now, her name is Mimi.
Well, perhaps she's off picking flowers, or going on a nature hike, or
Come on!
they hear her screaming, and they're running towards where she is, and then they see Kuwagamon again, and they duck down so to avoid his pincer-like things.
Okay, so she's not picking flowers.
Mimi, where are you?
There she is!
Mimi, it's okay! It's that big bug again!
And then Tanamon, which is Mimi's partner, is introduced. Then Kuwagamon is coming back again, and they start running and running and running and running.
Watch it, here he comes!
And then they duck down to avoid his pincer.
Will this nightmare never end?
Kuwagamon comes back, and Ty's like, okay, that does it, no more running away. And then Sora's like,
What else can we do?
She's right. There's no way we can fight that thing.
Not win, anyway.
so they keep running until they come to a cliff edge.
Great. Anybody bring a helicopter?
Be careful, Ty.
There's no way down. We're going to have to find another way.
After that, they're all wondering what he means by that. And then, Kuwagamon comes back, and Koromon jumps into action like he blows a bubble at him, which then causes him to go off course and then crash into him. And then the Digimon do the same thing before Kuwagamon crashes into them and then crashes into some trees. And then Ty's asking Koromon why he did it, and he's apologizing for it, but he's just trying to make a good impression. And then the others are worried about their partners as well, and then all of a sudden Kuwagamon shows back up, and then they run to the edge of the cliff, and then their Digimon want to find him again, but they want to stop them from doing that, but they force their way out of their hands and go after him. Then their Digivices activate, which then causes them to Digivolve to their even bigger Digimon and scare him off.
Digivolve too?
Agumon!
Yokomon! Digivolve to Beomon!
Multimon! Digivolve to Tentomon!
Tsunomon, Digivolve to Gabumon.
Tokomon! Digivolve to Patamon!
Pokemon! Digivolve to Gomamon! Phantomon! Digivolve to Patamon!
What in the... Look at them! What's happened to the little guys?
They're bigger.
All right, then. You asked for it.
poison ivy. Boom bubbles.
Super Shocker!
Stand back, everyone! Pepper breath! Blue Blaster!
Normal Twister.
Now! All together!
But later on, he comes back and causes the cliff to crumble down while they're celebrating the Digimon defeating him. And they keep falling and they fall into a river. And that's basically where the episode stops. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later.